So welcome to our New Year's special, and I have Kim Man here and Rob Woman here. And the reason why I say that, did you know this? Some people say, are these people the same person? Because they're never in the same video. They're never in the same.
Look so much alike.
They're never in the same videos together.
Okay, you have a better beard, and obviously I have better hair, but otherwise it's fine.
It's on my head.
This is too funny. Everybody's always saying they're never in the same room or they're the same person. I'm like, yes, and I get all of them.
We've never met until today.
Yeah,
Hi.
Oh, hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I've heard many great stories.
All lies, I tell you. No, but anyways, welcome to our New Year's special, and we thought we'd get together at the end of the year and just talk about the year and just some games we've been playing, some movies, some things we haven't talked about potentially, and all of that. And Kim, I want to start off. Kim has been killing it this year. Big applause for Kim. Really?
Water pistols.
Oh yeah. Kim has been an RPG killing machine this year. Shin Megami Tensei 3.
Yes.
Was it Shin Megami Tensei 5? Tales of Arise. Dragon Quest 1. Dragon Quest 2. Seriously. Yeah, I know.
I'm almost done 3.
Almost done 3. And then, you probably don't know this. When she finishes 3, she's finished every Dragon Quest game.
That's
All
it.
of them. Me and Kim are tied. We finished all of them together, and then we're gonna rank all the games.
And then you're gonna get started.
And you're gonna start after that, and be going and have a bit of fun there. So
I played a Dragon Quest once.
yeah, remember that brown. That's the combat music. It drove Kim crazy. She's like,
I had to put it on mute.
I love it.
Oh, if you don't suffer the music, you didn't really play it. So you have to do it again with the music.
No, I don't replay games like you. I can't replay games.
Yeah,
I play the game and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm done.
But she does like 90 hours and like does every side quest and then it's over.
I'm done.
Brave of you to assume that I actually finish games.
Yeah. So it's been 2021. Overall, it's been a pretty good year. I mean, it's been better for us. It's better for us than it was in 2020.
Yes.
That's for sure. For us personally, me and Kim and all. I can't speak for you. Things have gone better.
Hey, look. I spent the year healing up.
Yeah.
And watching, if you want to know about anything on Netflix or Amazon Prime Video or DVD or cable or I watched all.
Tell me everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. But you've healed up. Like Rob came over today and walked in, and I was like, a little slowly, but he walked in, and that was kind of amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, for sure. And we come from a place where you thought you were going to lose your foot at one point from an accident you had.
Yes. So there's no guarantees.
Yeah.
But so far so good.
No, I think it looks looking pretty good at this point.
It is. It's looking pretty solid. I'm slowly going through the rehabilitation and stretching the tendons, and getting flexibility back in the joint, and I am allowed to walk on it. So it's been pretty solid.
I think I'm one of the only people who's on the other side of the shoe. I kind of wanted you to lose the foot because I hate that foot.
I know,
so
right?
much. Hate it.
You
Hate that
guys
foot.
joke
It's been.
I have never liked that foot ever. It's always looking at me kind of funny from behind the couch. I swear. You know?
Well, it still remembers what you did in 1983.
That was
1983.
I swear that was an accident. I didn't even know you then.
That's right.
I swear
but my
I didn't.
foot
I was
never
negative
forgets.
5.
We never forget. That toe never forgets.
And I've got that one slightly bent toe. That's the crooked toe of revenge.
Okay, let's do something weird to begin with. Let's talk about some movies that we saw, and then we didn't get
We've been
to.
totally normal so far.
Yeah, we've been doing pretty good.
What is a movie that you saw that you want to talk about this year?
All right. Well. Free Guy.
Right?
Okay. No.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, homeboy.
I love me some Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I love me some Ryan Reynolds. So much. But that movie, an original IP,
Yeah.
mixed with so many video game references you could choke Donkey Kong. Mixed with his classic sarcasm, mixed with effects that are just unreal.
Yeah.
There is no bad side to this movie for me. I loved every second of it. He pulls out a Mega Buster at one point, and I was in the theater with my kid watching it, and I almost burst into tears. It was amazing.
I think it's a really good family-friendly movie. It's really good that way.
Yeah.
I took my nephew. We went to see it, and I kind of liked it. I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Type of thing. But I was like, well, that's good for the kids. I mean, for sure, and for the young of heart and all that.
For the bearded children as well.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's a fun movie. I can recommend it. It's like,
Well, what'd you give it?
Oh, for me, it's easily a 10 out of 10.
I knew it.
It was a big 10 out of 10.
This guy gives everything a 10. Any movie. He's a hard video game guy, but to do the movies, he's very
Nope.
Well, not the
Not
B
everything.
movies. No,
What would
not
you
the
give
B-
it?
No, I give B movies 10 out of 10, but you know,
7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
stuff like Apocalypse Now is just terrible, and I can't watch it. It's a 2 out of 10 at best. It's slow, boring. and
No, so he's doing this to troll me.
Actually, no, I'm not entirely because I really
I
don't
know.
like that
and-
movie.
No, I know. No, I'm saying it because when we first started hanging out, back when I was like 23, you said, "Oh, I watched Apocalypse Now last night," and I'm like, "Oh, you did?" You know, like the Opus movie.
Okay, but you gotta understand,
beautiful
it had
movie.
been hyped up to me for so many years as like the greatest cinematic masterpiece ever made.
And it is.
It's spectacular. It's all these amazing things, and it was this long kind of artsy
Yeah.
exploration of a guy going up a river.
Down by the river. It was great. I mean, it's a
And then at the end,
classic.
we had Marlon Brando sitting there with the one
Do
light
it, do
over
it, do
his
it, do it,
face.
do it.
There's, you know,
Do it.
you don't understand the existence in the jungle. You don't know the savagery of man, the way of thing. I'm like,
Okay, so, hey, just give me one thing. The horror.
Oh, Oscar goes to.
You know what? For a guy who didn't like the movie, he remembers a few of the cool scenes. So that's
Right.
good to know. Anyways, what's a movie that you saw this year that you want to
Went
talk
and
about?
saw Dune.
We went and saw
Oh,
Dune.
yep.
And Kim had just read the book.
Yep.
And what do you
Finished it
think of the book?
The book was long, hard, intense. It was a
Just kind of like
Bible.
me. That was so easy.
Oh my Lord.
That was so easy. I mean, I'm being funny.
I
That's
think you need some alone time.
That's-
PG.
it's a PG thing, but that was funny. I mean,
Anyways,
was
the
this?
book itself was really good, old-fashioned. I
Yeah.
mean, very much bouncing around. One person will be talking, and then inside their head they'll be talking, and if it shoots to a different person, they'll be talking, and inside their... It's a different way of writing.
Now, I'm going to ask, I know that the earlier publications of it had a glossary at the end of all the weird
Yeah.
terms that they use. Do they still publish it that way?
Yeah.
Ma,
They
dude.
have to. They have
Yeah.
to, in a way. But you just kind of get it. You
The
just kinda
Kwisatz
keep going with
Haderach.
it. The movie, I think it definitely did a good job portraying it.
Yeah.
Me personally, to the new one, I actually enjoyed the movie myself.
Yeah.
There was some dried out bits, some long bits, but other than that, it was really well done.
And I'm going to say something controversial. I actually preferred the 1984 David Lynch version to this. But don't get me wrong, I love the new movie.
Yes.
It's very long. It's very dry, which you would expect. I mean,
Well, it's set in a desert.
It's set in the
Yeah.
desert, exactly.
Of course it's dry.
Yeah.
But it's a well-made, well-crafted movie. But it's a long movie, and it's kind of one of those movies that's so serious that you're
Yeah.
like, wow, we're sitting there for 3 hours. There's not that much humor. Like, it's not that it's supposed to.
There was a couple
of-
points
but
that
it's-
kind of went, oh, okay.
They were like, okay, that's a little funny, but very, very, very tough one to kind of get through. I only watched it once. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it again, and when the next one comes out, just before, and all
4K.
that.
Get it in 4K.
Again in 4K, and watch it that way type of thing. So, what games have you been playing this year?
I played the ever-loving snot out of Resident Evil 8.
Yeah.
I played it over and over. I loved it. I loved that game so much.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I'm replaying so I can unlock all the infinite ammo weapons so that I can just run around and blow things up.
Wow.
And to be honest, by the time I
Nice.
was done, I had infinite ammo rocket launcher, and I was just boom, 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 yay, boom, boom, guts, blood,
You're just
explosions,
walking
death.
through.
That's awesome. That's
It was
fun.
basically like you had that like music while he's tiptoeing around, just blowing up things with rockets.
So you just did everything in the game.
As much as I could, yeah.
Yeah.
I played it over and over and over with you know, just the story I thought was great. The graphics were amazing. The gameplay, the
Definitely.
controls were tight. I loved the enemy AI and the way that they kind of tried to work their way around you. I loved all the, you know, the first time through, I collected as many of the rare treasures as I could. Never sold them
Right.
because I was just like, well, I'm sure there's going to be something awesome. Happens if you keep them all. Spoiler alert: no.
No.
Sell
There is.
everything that you find.
And isn't there an achievement thing I think you can do where you can break every single thing in the entire game?
Oh yeah, I did that. All of the windows in the mansion that are
Oh
breakable.
my
If you break
gosh.
all of them, you get an achievement for that. But it's funny, I wasn't even trying for an achievement. I'm just that guy.
It just popped up. You're like,
like
oh, hey.
literally, I was just like, "F your house, smash, smash! I don't like you anymore, smash! Crazy big lady with the giant big boobs." Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
She was gorgeous.
She was
That
gorgeous.
was really good design.
I'm not gonna.
That game was great. I mean, we really, really enjoyed it so much,
Yeah.
right?
I enjoyed watching.
that.
Yes.
Metroid,
Yeah.
Metroid Dread.
Yeah. We had fun with
which
that.
which I went back and replayed after we played.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to find and get all the items, and I did it. My poor hands.
Sadist, man.
I know.
But I got
You-
all of everything, 100% item collection. I did it.
Congrats.
Crazy.
It was scary.
It's good, but it was
But it was
fulfilling,
so
right?
fulfilling.
So fulfilling.
So fulfilling. And I even figured out how to do that skip where you get the bombs early and then go fight Craig with
yeah,
them.
yeah, I heard about that.
It's so cool.
That's
There you
cool.
go.
It was awesome. So, I mean, yeah.
Do you know what was a highlight moment for me this year?
Yeah, what was that?
We haven't had a chance to talk about it on camera or anything like that. I had your brother over here.
That's right!
And that was amazing.
What
that
an
was
amazing talk.
And I said in the video that he hadn't been over for 22 years, which is correct, but I didn't say when. And it was on 9999, the Dreamcast launch. I was hanging out with your brother. You came over with the stuff. I'm going to get to that story.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was hanging with your brother. We were like, I think we were like on the internet looking at bikes or something like that.
Yeah, bicycles probably sounds like work.
Back in the day. And so
bikes.
for me, it was so nostalgic having your brother over, and everything ended on camera, and we went out and sat, and Kim was still up with my mom and sister in Kelowna, and I sat out with your brother. We sat and talked for 2 hours, drank tea, reminisced about. I hung out with his brother in 1987. That's how I met him first, and
You hung out with him first, and then met Rob.
Then I met
That's
Rob. Rob was the
crazy.
younger brother,
That's right.
and all that. So for me, I'm telling you, when your brother left, this nostalgia was in me that was so powerful, and I was like, because he reminded me. That's the conversation we were having about. I felt like I was 14 years old again, and it's really cool. It's really cool, and we talked about like having a one shot. I know it's hard to get him out and stuff like that. A one shot D&D game with him. One time we'll try to do that. Wouldn't that be fun?
I'll get to be a player again.
Do you know? Yeah, I mean, I'd love to go to the Dublin Crossing upstairs. They have this D&D
They have that
section.
perfect table.
It's a perfect table. It's incredible.
Big round table, and that right in the back corner, there's a high back chair with a stained glass window behind it. That'd be perfect for the DM.
Oh, I was thinking about that.
Oh, everything about that place because it looks like an old school pub.
That would be
inside.
so
Brick
great.
exposed and the wood beams.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
One other thing that I want to mention, because I ordered the Blu-ray, and I think you'll be very, very fascinated in this. I watched it on Red Letter Media. It's the first time I watched Red Letter Media. They're talking about a movie, and I'm like, turn off the episode, ordered the movie, New York Ninja, it's called, by Vinegar Syndrome. Okay.
Oh, is this that one that they never finished in the 80s and they've redone now?
So yes, exactly.
I heard about this.
But what's so crazy about it, they had cans of footage.
Yeah.
And so they filmed everything. They hadn't edited it together. So get this. They now edited this movie from 1984, Ninja movie, New York City. So bad that it's good. Edited it together and dubbed it because there was no sound.
That's what I remember hearing. There was no audio, so they've redubbed it now with new actors.
Redubbed it and all that. So I'm waiting for it to show up. And I'm like,
oh, please, I
my!
gotta watch that with you.
It
I gotta
looks
watch that with you.
terrible. Maybe we'll do it on my birthday.
Oh,
we're
there you
gonna play Sweet Home on my birthday, and we'll watch New York Ninja.
Yes.
Wow.
That'll be a good one.
The goals.
I know. Oh my god. Any other movies for you? I know I'm putting you on the spot with
I
that.
can't, honestly. It was
Well,
a hard time to see movies.
We could talk about one thing. We could talk about Cowboy Bebop
Yeah.
and all of that. So, yeah. This let's
I didn't mind it.
we didn't finish it. I mean, so I think that kind of says everything
I
about
haven't
it.
even seen it.
Yeah, I know.
I saw a couple of still images and I was like,
You know, I had high hopes going in, and were those high hopes lived up to? Absolutely not. I mean,
I love Cowboy Bebop the anime.
Yeah, you like we do. So we
Yes.
kind of want to
Yeah.
like it because it's based on the anime. The only thing is, as soon as we kind of got into it, I was like, Spike and Jack, I was okay, perfect. But Faye never did it for me.
No.
And me and Kim were talking, and like, she's just kind of just snooty,
Yep.
rather than being sexy and brutal, and she was silly in the anime as well.
Yeah.
But she's just not really great.
Nah.
And I was just like, no, we didn't even get to the part with Ed. I was already out. And Kim said to me a couple times, do you want to watch the next episode? I'm always like,
I'm probably gonna finish it. I mean, I was surprised one day when my dad was over.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, have you seen this new show called Bebop?" I'm like, "What?"
I brought him into the room, and I had the Cowboy Bebop poster that I got from Moon Chow.
Like, this is what it is. This is the original.
Yeah, and it got canceled, and I can kind of get it. Like, I mean, everything about it, the main bad guy didn't look like, Vicious didn't look how Vicious should look. I mean,
No.
Vicious should
And the
have
camera
really
angles
nice.
were very strange.
Yeah, the fighting was terrible in it, and all that. The lighting was good, and some of the sets and all that were good, and like.
They did what they could for an anime like
Well, I think they could have done it better. But I mean, let me tell you something. I wouldn't want to be in charge of that project. To put that together. It's like,
Well, of all the animes
Yeah.
to pick, let's pick Cowboy Bebop.
yeah, that was a tough one. I mean,
Yeah.
oh my god. Anything else? Anything you were watching?
well, okay, there's one that I know we were divided on that I would like to discuss.
Oh, I know what he's gonna bring up.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
No,
A movie came out.
this is why I'm not.
When I
sitting
saw
in
the
middle.
trailer, I was so hyped for it.
Me too.
called 8-Bit Christmas, made by HBO Max. Now, this looked to be Christmas Story, if you remember it, about the little boy Ralphie in the 1940s, 50s, who wanted an official Red Ryder 200 shot carbine action range model air rifle that comes in the stock in a thing at this time.
I think you got it wrong.
No?
Space plasma rifle.
And then what you see on the shelf
I was
now?
like,
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
So I'm doing a Terminator.
The official Red Ryder 200 shot carbine action range model air rifle with the compass in the stock and the thing that tells time.
Oh, that's good.
Only what you see on the shelf, pal.
Yeah, Terminator.
Terminator. Yeah.
It'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
But this looked to be that for the Nintendo generation. And I was hyped because I was like, I remember the year I got my Nintendo.
We all do.
And so, and it's got Neil Patrick Harris in it, who I adore. I adore him.
He's
So I
all
was
right.
like, all right, this is great. He's the narrator and kind of playing the adult version of the kid in the movie. Then, all right, cool. And I enjoyed almost all of the movie. I understand your feelings on
I'm going to
certain
describe
things.
my own feelings,
So,
thank you.
But all the way through the film, I enjoyed it. I thought it was well paced. I thought it was funny. I'm trying to be spoiler free here, but basically the one part that sticks in a lot of people's craws. Are we worrying about spoilers? Are we worrying?
Oh,
Should
screw
we?
it.
If you
Screw
haven't
Let's
seen
not
it
worry
by
about spoilers.
now,
skip ahead.
it's like,
I mean,
so-
it's New Year's, so.
yeah.
He doesn't actually get the Nintendo.
Dun, dun.
Which, to be honest with you, that's yeah. I understood what they were trying to say about focusing on family and the importance of it during the holidays.
Very funny.
But he still should have gotten that Nintendo. I agree with you on that.
Oh, so you agree?
I agree with you, but I still enjoy the movie for the journey. The ending pisses me off.
Yeah, it pisses
But the
me off.
journey, I enjoyed.
The biggest bait and switch, man. It's all about the build-up. It's all about the build-up. It's all about the build-up. It's all about
And
all
also-
what they go through. No, listen, I'm gonna say my bad. And we get them. We don't get it. We get it. We get something else. We get the treehouse. Oh, I didn't. What? Like the
Yeah.
treehouse is cool. Why wasn't the Nintendo up there in the treehouse, glowing light coming out of there? You know, Miyamoto's waiting for him, going, "Come on up.
Yes.
I'm here for you. I got some games, Zelda, and Mario for you."
I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah.
That was not cool that they did that.
I'm with you. I like the build-up too.
Okay.
I was kind of
Now-
enjoying it.
The other thing that pissed me off was the fact that they went through that clandestine mission. And then they had an
Yes, they had it
Yeah,
in their hands. I
that
know.
hurt.
And then they
I called it
so-
as soon as he
Yeah,
ran.
Kim called it.
As soon
She
as he
knew.
ran into the mom, like he slipped. Oh, he's gonna drop.
You know why? Do you know why? They set up some guys like, "Hey kid, watch out! It's icy or something."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's that then, isn't
Yeah.
it? We
Yeah.
knew.
You
We
know, like
Yeah.
that one, because they went through so much, I was like, that's
It hurt.
Yeah.
you hurt me. You hurt me deep.
Yeah.
don't hurt either.
Yeah. It's like, come on, that's supposed to be our movie, and it's like, but we don't get. I didn't. Do you know what it was? Is the movie didn't accomplish the bait and switch enough? Like when I go, oh wait, it's about family and it's about the treehouse. So what treehouse? And
See,
we had
but that's
many
yeah,
years
they did.
in that treehouse. And then he goes, no. Then he says, I didn't get my Nintendo till years later. I had to work for it.
Work
It's like,
for it, yeah.
oh god. And let me say, I hated his parents. His parents
Oh,
were
his
useless.
dad.
Scum. His dad was an asshole
Oh.
and super asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, they were the
And they
worst.
got his sister something. but
Yeah,
him.
not even in the package though for the
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah, and
Creep.
see that's the one you gotta love is that they're right there. They're doing this deal for the Cabbage Patch doll. There's a Nintendo right there,
Yeah.
and the dad openly snubs the kid. For it.
Hey, this is gonna sound terrible. It's gonna sound. I was just gonna say, my favorite bit in the movie. This is gonna sound absolutely terrible. This is terrible because I hated it this much. Was that the kid doesn't get the thing? Then it's going on about these. Oh, I love that treehouse and blah 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 blah. Oh, yeah, all my friends and all that. And then they cut to modern time and they're sitting at the table. And then there's a plate for the father. The father's dead. And I was like, thank God for that. I was happy. That's the only time in the movie I was finally happy. I was like, good. Because that father was horrible. He was a horrible father.
You couldn't like that dad.
You couldn't like that dad.
Like
He was
him.
mean. He was yelling. He was chasing his son through the mall, trying to kill him. It was horrible. Now he's in heaven. Well, movie heaven, cinema heaven. He's not really dead, folks. It's a joke. He's not really dead. It's all good.
He's only mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
I mean, still partly alive.
Oh my God.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
So there was a fun journey with a disappointing conclusion.
anything else you want to talk about over the year? Anything else?
I'm trying to think. It's been
I'm just having a look. I had a couple of notes of things. No, like, yeah.
Oh, I have just started a game that I am very excited about.
Oh,
Amazingly. It snuck out sneaky. There wasn't a big fanfare. It's on Xbox One Series X and PlayStation 5 only right now. I think it might be on Steam. It's called Tormented Souls.
I think I've heard of it. I don't know much about it.
The developers, having seen that there has been no real movement in the Silent Hill games and loving the original Resident Evil games and that era of like Silent Hill 1 and Resident Evil 1 and 2, wanted to make an experience like that for modern audiences. So they have created a traditional, like, to the bare bones traditional survival horror game.
Yeah, right.
And to be honest, right down to the crappy voice acting. Yeah. Like, it is noticeably crappy voice acting, but on purpose. Like, you could feel that. It feels like
they're doing
putting
it on purpose.
in one of those old games from back then with, like, but the graphics are gorgeous. It is graphically gorgeous.
Yeah.
Interesting dynamics. The darkness is bad, so you have to try and have a source of light with you at all times, because if it goes dark, you're in trouble and you'll get attacked. The creature designs look really messed up, like a cross between mechanical and organic.
Yeah.
Like, it looks really funky and cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
And so I'm enjoying it because I'm getting that vibe. So
I'm telling you.
it's been a crazy year.
I was just about to say, it kind of sums up the year. We're done. We're done at this point. It's because there's a lot of movies, a lot of games, and oh my God, I can't believe how much we reviewed and how much I got through this year. Oh my God.
It
was a busy year.
Crazy.
You know, and then especially after like the COVID of the past, I was wondering, I thought maybe this year would be light. Oh no, it was heavy. It was heavy. It was really, really good. Lots to look forward to in 2022 and all of that. And great to have you guys together in the same room. They're not the same person, I swear.
We're not pulling a pokeroo on you, and anyone that recognizes that reference, you probably need some Advil for your back right now.
You know, it's so funny, but this was actually a split screen, and I was just filming it one time. And it took me about 5,000 takes to get all the actions right. Wouldn't that be so
Stop
weird?
giving away the secrets.
I know, the secrets. Imagine that was actually the deal. That'd be so weird. Anyways, guys, we hope you guys have a good New Year's. We wanted to give you a laugh and something to watch while you're possibly hungover. So anyways, guys, until next time.